smell or taste or something. It is salt.
Okay, so that's like,
Salt precipitate.
is it like a crust? Like,
It's like a crust on about chest high on the wall, both sides.
huh?
This hallway is about 10 feet wide, and as you're moving down it, you can't see the end at all.
I'm just kind of like the salt really like puts me into like a what the hell. Just kind of That's really bizarre. So as we move down the hall, do we see anything or like as we?
Well, in fact, something happens. I need hmm, all right, I had to check. Oral, give me a dexterity check.
Oh,
Okay.
fuck.
Yeah, clearly. So, Walzer, with your candle, you see Oral moving ahead of you, but he stops short, just like really suddenly, and hops back about a foot, and the floor in front of him collapses into a hole.
Can I like get on my belly and like look down the hall with the
Well,
candle?
you're behind him if you want to move about.
Oh, okay. I just imagine the hallway was like two people wide hallway, but if it's one person, then that's fine.
It's two-person wide, yeah, but if you want to move about, you can, about him, yeah.
I want to look down the hallway. I want to sort of like stick the candle down there a little bit and sort of see if I can see the bottom.
You can see the bottom. It's about 10 feet deep, 10 feet square hole in the ground. Four flagstones have collapsed into this hallway, into this mud that's at the bottom.
Does it
Ah,
look like there's any passage down there, or is it just a hole?
It
Like a
feels like
sinkhole?
it feels like when you stepped on that flagstone, it gave too much, and that's why you hopped back, and then it all just collapsed.
It's
well,
a good thing I was in front, brother.
I like laugh again and like, I think maybe you should go in front more often. You little dexterous
Lovely.
bastard.
Now I've got
I like
this
slap him on the back.
So we've now got this giant
hole in the ground
hole.
in this dark hallway.
Does it completely cover the width of the hall, or
You think you could probably shimmy your way along the edge, but Walzer certainly couldn't.
how stable does the other side look?
As far as you can tell, not. I mean, pretty good. Uh,
10 feet. How far is that in metric? Just
3 meters.
3 meters. And is it even holes on either side? Like, is there a way that I could get down the hole then go up the other side?
yeah, you think so? Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'll just sort of go. I'll see Oral sort of like shimmying across the side, and I'll look at it and like.
Just hop in.
I just sort of like hop down and like start sort of clawing my way up the other side.
Yeah, it's very muddy and very sticky mud, and you gotta kind of pull your boot out.
I have waterproof boots. What up?
Oh,
But are they mud-proof?
Yeah.
yeah, you still gotta pull them out, but your feet are very dry.
Nice. Nice.
So you gotta slosh your way or like slop your way over to the other side
Yep.
and make a strength check for me, see if you can pull yourself out.
That for me is a 15. So
Yep.
nice.
There we go. You haul yourself up single-handedly, and you guys are both on the other side.
Yeah, I'm like holding the candle in one hand. I'm just like, and then I'm like, yeah, just stand up and get out of the way. And it's like,
All right.
I dust myself off and I like tap my boots on the bottom to like get the excess mud off. And then I was like, all right,
Scrape it against the side.
yeah, let's keep going, brother. You first, obviously.
But actually, as you turn around, the candlelight now reveals to you the opposite end of this hallway. Appears to be a door that has a sign on it.
What's it say?
Okay.
Because I can read. So.
Which of you knows how to read? Just
Yeah,
I
I know
do.
how to read. You know how to read as well?
he knows read languages, yeah.
Oh, cool.
So you guys don't need to make a check or anything to see that it says "Scriptorium, do not disturb."
I like turn around and start walking back. No, I don't.
Oh, okay.
So I,
The door and sign appear to be swollen with extreme moisture and grime, and flecks of splinters are on the ground.
all right.
Okay, well, I'm going to, I guess, move to the door quietly and try to very quietly just crack it open just a bit.
Okay. Give me a little move silently again, one more time.
Nope.
All right. When you touch the door, when you kind of grasp the knob and go to push the door in, your hand and the knob goes through the door,
Okay.
and the door remains in place, and it goes. And so your hand and the knob are inside the room, and you're outside the room.
I say to Oral, stand back, brother. I got this one. And then I take out my Lucerne and I want to use the
Hammer end.
hammer end of it or the spiked end of it, and I want to try and work on the weaknesses on the hinges of the doors, if at all possible.
That's fine. Yeah, you give it one good shot, and the entire door collapses in a heap of splinters.
And then I replace it back on my back, and I sort of like pick up my candle again, and I just look at my brother and I'm like, yeah.
He's holding it out.
And then I just sort of give
What
him
is
like
the doorknob made of?
I pocket it. No.
some kind of brass.
Is it special in any way, or
No. Cheaply
No.
made, cheaply put on.
then I just toss it back down the hall and
It falls in the muddy hole.
yeah, just fuck this thing.
It's like, are you
And,
sure that's not one of those treasures you talked about, brother? And I sort of like laugh to myself and I walk into the room.
So you guys are able to see now with your candles a 40 by 40 foot room with 4 desks, as well as 4 figures that are laying in various states of disarray about the area. They appear to be skeletal humans in red, like blood red colored velvet robes. Kind of one of them is, you see one of their legs coming out the side of one desk. One of them's draped over the top of their desk. One of them is, askance off to the left, and one of them is kind of, huddled up in like a fetal position underneath his desk.
All right, so I want to walk over.
Is this room dry?
This room is dry. Yes.
Okay. I want to walk
Are
over
there-
and I want to sort of inspect the quality of the robes.
Yeah, I want to do the same actually.
The robes appear splattered with blood. You didn't necessarily notice it from the hallway, but when you get closer, you see that there is blood on them. But
Is it fresh?
no, very very old.
When I feel the texture of the robes, is it like something that I can salvage?
As a scrap material, yeah, certainly.
Okay. Then I just make a. And then I stand back up and I'm like, well, these people appear to be dead.
You don't say. No, I'm sure, little water, this guy will be just fine.
There's a door on the far wall.
I want to actually search the bodies if that's...
Yeah. So hidden within folds of all of the robes is a hopelessly rusted dagger, each of them the same, curved and pitted.
I want to take one of those daggers.
Okay, you got it.
Awesome. So what
yeah.
did I label this down in inventory as? Crappy rusted dagger?
Rusted, pitted, curved dagger. Yeah.
All right. So is there anything else in the room that I can take a look at, like any of the?
Actually, certainly yes. There are actually bookshelves built into the wall.
Is there anything salvageable at all? You said it was dry in here, right? So I assume that'd be fine.
It is dry in here. However, a lot of the books appear to have been burned.
Okay.
There are, if you want to look for salvageable books, that's certainly fine. I'll let you do it.
Yeah, I wish to do
Yeah,
that.
I do.
Yeah, and you do. You find 3 legible books.
Okay. I guess I'll throw them in my backpack
Okay.
without too much worry about what's in the contents
Yeah,
of them.
so we'll call it
How much does the dagger weigh? A pound or what?
half.
Okay.
The books weigh 1 pound each. Walzer.
Okay.
I think you're pretty close to your encumbrance.
Let's take a look here. My encumbrance.
I think it's 56 when you.
I'm at 33.3, and my light is 55.
Okay, so never mind.
Yeah, so I'm a ways off here.
Let me give me a second to make sure I'm not pushing anywhere near that.
Uh-huh.
Plus 2, plus 1, plus 2, plus
So my
5,
current
plus
weight
1,
then would
plus
be.
2, plus 2, plus 5.
As well, when you're looking at the skeletons, they appear to have scorch marks on them.
Is there anything like left on the skeletons?
As flesh-wise, no.
Yeah. No. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not encumbered either.
Is
but
there
I am
any
getting-
sort of-
I am close.
Like, is there any fractures, obvious fractures on in the skeletons?
Oh yeah, one of them does have a large crack out of its cranium.
Okay. And what is the
there anything
position of
to
this one that's got the crack?
Sorry?
What is the position of the one with the crack in his cranium?
The one that's kind of laid askance to the far left.
Okay. All right.
Is there any discernible markings on the cloaks, symbols or anything?
Indeed, yes. Kind of embroidery, or more like a, like a badge, like a polo shirt would have a little sewn badge, and it seems to be the golden outline of a bull's head.
Interesting.
Not only
Okay.
that, but the door on the opposite wall is a large double door, very large, almost oversized. And the iron bands, there are 6 iron bands that meet in the middle to form a Minotaur's head in solid iron.
I want to take one of my daggers and not the rusted piece of crap one, but one of my actual daggers, and cut that symbol. Just cut around the symbol
Yep,
so that I have a square of cloth with that symbol on it, and put that in my pack.
done.
Okay, cool.
Good job. If you weren't going to do it, I was going to do it. So.
You're right.
Yeah.
That was happening no matter what.
Yeah. So aside from the books and the tables, is there anything in the desks at all, or are they just like desks? Like,
You find dry inkwells.
okay. All right. So yeah, I sort of stand up, satisfied with my search.
Are any of the
room.
inkwells like in good shape?
You find that most of them, either the ones that aren't broken, are dried out.
Okay.
Like maybe they were interrupted during scribing
Hmm.
and didn't have time to stopper their ink.
Yeah. I'm sort of looking satisfied at everything in the room, and I'm like, so, Oral, do you want to keep exploring this place, or are you satisfied?
I
I
have
mean,
a
that door
question.
over there looks pretty inviting. Like, not like sort of like,
There's a rent in the snout that acts as a handle.
yeah.
Are there any torches in the room at all? Like, would there be any on the wall? Like, what lit this room when it was being used?
There are sconces.
I have no idea what that is.
It's
man.
like a light
a-
attached to the wall that you can light
Yeah,
up.
a holder for a torch. Yeah.
But there is no torch in it.
Unfortunately, no.
Okay. Then I guess I'll take as fu to the dead as this is. I'll take
I know exactly
one
what
of the
you're doing.
robes.
I know exactly what you're doing.
You got it.
And well, okay. Here's the thing. I don't have any oil, so I can't make a torch out of like the robe.
I have oil.
And you have oil?
I have oil. I do.
And I
Yes.
turn to my brother and I ask him, "Do you have any oil?"
I kind of like grimace because I kind of know what he's doing, and I'm just like, "You sure you want to do that, brother?"
I mean, it's better than the candles.
I would agree with you there, but I don't know how I feel about disturbing the dead.
Are they okay? At this point, then I'm going to lean over the one that's sprawled over the table.
Uh-huh.
Go. So Jeremy, it's a little dark in here. You wouldn't mind? You want us to be able to see? Thank you, Jeremy. You're a good friend, Jeremy. And then I'm going to take Jeremy's cloak and rip it into little shreds and try to, I guess, break off a leg of one of these tables and/or chairs.
Oh, okay. I like smile, and I'm like, I thought you were gonna use one of his arms, and I'm like, no, that's fine, yeah. And I put my bag down and I pull out a little vial of weapon oil, and I'm like, you reckon this will burn?
I'm counting on it, hoping.
All right,
And
okay.
at this point, wondering what the fuck my brother does in time. That his first instinct was use dead man's arm for torch.
Okay, so basically, he read a lot of like adventure novels, I guess you could say, in order and that's kind of what spurred this on.
He just
but-
fucking Hardy Boyed it up.
Yeah.
Well, maybe Oral's been on an adventure or two before with his other party.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I don't know why my mind went to that straight away, but that's where Welser would have went as well. So, and yeah, and
He was fully expecting me to actually mold the hand to actually just hold the cloth.
I was expecting you to just take like the thigh bone or something and wrap the cloth around it.
That's what I thought you were going to do too. But
Yeah, but using the leg of the table, that's intelligent. That's someone who's done this
better.
before.
Arguably more better. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I give him
Arguably
one of my
less
vials.
fucking creepy.
Yeah.
At least.
Yeah. So I've on my sheet here, Graham. I've just got weapon oil. I don't have a number next to it.
That's fine. To make a torch work, you probably have to use all that oil. It's just a small vial.
Yeah.
So you probably get all of that.
I give it to him and I'm like, you sure don't want to use the candles? This stuff can get pretty pricey.
How much was it?
It's not pricey. It's like a copper piece.
Well, I don't have a lot of money, so.
No, I'm asking in character. How much was it?
It was about a copper piece or two.
I'm gonna hand him a fork.
I was like,
They should cover it.
I look at the fork and I'm like, I wouldn't even know what to do with that. Just take the oil.
Okay, put the fork back in my bag. After I take the strips of the fabric and I wrap them into a knot at the base and then tie it into a bundle right at the you know how to make a torch? Or,
Certainly.
You know what I'm,
Yes.
okay.
I got
So
you.
basically, I make a torch and I drench the cloth in the oil and I light it with the candle. Does the improved light of the amazing torch of the dead man give us any? Can we see? Is it better? Is it a better light source?
Sure.
It's enough to turn the light on in Graham's room. So there you go. Shit.
Yes, in fact, you see that the ceiling has a chandelier hanging from it. There are actually some candles still hanging out in there.
I wish to take some candles. I will replace the candles that we've been using.
That's fine, certainly. There's 4 or 5 there.
All right, I'll just
How do you
take
get
two
up
of
there to
them.
get them, brother?
And they're just on the wall, aren't they? Oh, you mean? Oh no, they're on the chandeliers.
They're
Okay.
hanging from a chandelier. But
No,
you can
I'm
use
not.
it-
I'm not gonna
the
worry
rope
about that
is
then.
Attached to the. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No worries. I just thought they were on the wall or something. But yeah.
I wanted to see him climb bookshelves. I thought it would be hilarious.
Look, I'm all for adventure, but I'm not for breaking my neck on a bookshelf. All right.
Sure. Unfortunately, improved light doesn't give you any further insight into the state of the room, save the door on the other side.
All right. Well, then I'm going to take. No, that's not. Could that work? No. Okay. I guess we go to the giant creepy door.
Okay. Yes, it does appear oversized. Perhaps like a normal door is about 6'4", so it's probably about 7 or 8 feet tall, or 7.5 feet tall.
I like nudge Oral and it's like, do you reckon the reason Boswell sent us on this mission is because he couldn't actually activate this door himself? I don't nudge him.
Just honestly, I don't think he could even climb over the wall to get in here.
I laugh and I slap him on the back. And I'm like, it's good to have you back, brother.
You said that some of the books, there's still books on the shelves. It's just most of them are not in any readable state. Correct?
Yeah, we salvaged 3 of the good ones. So yeah.
Okay, I would like to take one of the dry but not in any condition to be read books.
Okay.
Just carry it in my hand, in my offhand.
Okay.
And then I guess we can try to open the door.
Yeah. So the handle is it's like the bull's head has a ring in its snout, and that acts as the handle to open it. It just has the one handle in the center, oddly enough.
Cool.
I kind of gesture to it and go, "Well, you want to do the honors?"
Absolutely. And I walk over the door and I attempt to open it.
Okay. So you grasp the handle and pull it open. It's very heavy, but you're able to pull it open.
Yeah.
The entire bull's head, kind of ironwork, comes with the right half of the door that you've pulled open. The left hand side stays in place.
Mm-hmm.
And when you pull the door open, Oral sees a smaller room inside with a fireplace and What appears to be actually a well-furnished room with what appear to be another trio of collapsed figures inside.
Does the room look as battle damaged as the previous one?
Nope, it's actually not at all. It doesn't seem touched.
So
What's
would
in
you
the
say that
fireplace?
the? Okay, yeah, go on.
No, so yeah. What what's in the fireplace?
Well, do you enter the room?
Yeah,
Yes.
as soon as I open it, I walk in. You know, I'm.
Yeah, as soon as you open it, you're both hit in the face with a very strong carry-on stench.
Lovely. I'm
Whew,
going to
man.
kind of cover my mouth and with one my. Oh, well, I get yeah. I'll hold the ruined but dry book under my arm and kind of cover my mouth with
Yep.
my
There
free
are
hand.
Yeah, so the first thing you see is there is two large overstuffed chairs facing away from the door, a large bookcase that is empty on the right hand side, as well, and no, a bookcase on the right hand wall that has about 30 or 40 books on it, legibly.
Okay.
A on the right hand side in the corner, in the far wall, is a about 6 foot by 3 foot bookshelf that is completely empty. Um, There are three figures, two of which are sprawled kind of in a triangle shape with the door, and they are corpses, and they are wearing tattered commoner's clothing, and they have what appear to be cuts taken out of them.
So these ones have still got flesh on them, right?
They have flesh on them, and they are cut through nearly.
Is there a way that we can sort of take a glance at them and work out how long they've been here?
Um,
Like, is it visibly rotting flesh?
it's visibly rotting flesh.
Okay, that's enough for me then. Um,
There's a third figure though, nearer the fireplace. Kind of, its head is nearer to the empty bookshelf, and it's cradled over something, like it's on top of something. But you can't necessarily see what it is. It looks very black, like it's something colored black. The fireplace, however, is empty. There's ash inside.
okay, I want to walk
Okay.
over to the bookshelf.
Okay,
Yeah.
which one?
From
The one
from
with all the
where I
books in
am,
it.
I'd like to actually. Well, no. Yeah, from where I am, I'd like to. I guess I'll walk into the room, but I'd like to light the book
Okay.
that I'm carrying and kind of throw it into the fireplace,
Okay. Done.
just to see if it maybe lit the room a little better.
Ah, thank you, Oral.
It just sits there burning. Yeah, it doesn't cost a whole lot of light, but now you have two light sources instead of just one.
All right. Yeah, I wish to sort of just start, like, so 30 books is kind of. You said they're all legible, right?
Yeah, there are in fact, 27 books.
All right. So 27
No, that's
books
not right.
is
Sorry,
gonna be.
47 books.
Wow. Okay. Shit. So 47 books is kind of gonna be a bit hard for me to carry. Well, maybe I can,
What's
but
the penalty for light encumbrance or for medium encumbrance?
-1 to attack rolls.
Okay, so what is your encumbrance?
my
Your
light
moderate-
encumbrance is 55, but I'm talking mostly about like I don't have a humongous backpack, so like
Right.
Right.
it's I can carry it physically, but I don't have anything to carry it in. So I kind of like scratch my chin and I look around the room. Is there any sort of like cloth, maybe like a blind or something like that I can use?
Are the dead cut up rotting dudes? Do they have a backpack or anything? Or
Unfortunately, they do not. But when you light the room with the book, Walzer kind of gives a glance around the room, and there are two tapestries on the wall where you came from, in the room.
Are they big?
They are mirror images of each other. It appears to be a Minotaur in yellow, like mustard-colored robes, with a staff that electricity is charging out of from the right-hand tapestry to the left-hand tapestry, and a mirror image of that receiving the lightning or sending it. You're not quite sure.
All right, so I wanna walk up and I wanna try. Okay, so how heavy is the tapestry? Out of curiosity, is it like light and wavy sort of tapestry? Like, can I use it as to like? Basically, I want to make like a satchel here. I want to put all the books in. I want to do a hobo thing and put it over my shoulder with all the books in it, sort of thing.
Tapestries are typically heavy because they're meant to hang, not flow.
Yeah, sure.
So yeah, it's about call it about 15 pounds tapestry each one.
And would I theoretically be able to like wrap the books in it?
Yeah, I'll let you fashion some kind of pack.
I mean, there's two of them, right? So we
There's
could
two
each
of them.
make one and carry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I'll get to work doing that, and
I'm going to go search the guy that's kind of draped over that
Up
thing.
over the thing. Yeah, when you get to him, you see that his color, her skin is not as it doesn't appear at first glance to be as decayed as the other two, but it
But he
appears its
but
skin.
he isn't like one of the robed characters.
No, certainly not. But his skin is not of the green color. It's actually the color of like a bruise, and all of his skin is. And when you turn him over, do you like pull him over?
Right.
Yeah, you see that his teeth are sharpened to points, each one of them. His fingernails as well are gnarled claws. He's got black hair that is just straight out, stringy, and his eyes are like just staring. Like he's got huge eyes, like almost too big of eyes. And you see that he's clasping this about 2 by 1 by 2 foot iron chest. No, I mean not iron chest, a black chest.
Okay. I'm going to take one of my daggers and kind of flip it out of his hand and just get it out of his hand before
Yep. Maybe
anything. Does it,
peel his hands off it and
right, but I don't really want to touch the chest. I just want to make him no longer be holding it, but I don't want to touch it
got
before.
it. So the chest is sitting on his belly. Yeah.
Okay. Uh, what's he wearing?
The same commoner's tatters.
Okay. I want to go back to the other room and make because something about this chest I don't like the mojo around.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go back to the other room and make a small cloth bag out of one of those other
I
the
forgot.
leftovers over the robes,
Okay.
and just come back and kind of, I guess, tie this sack up, like loop the cloth around the box and kind of keep it that way,
Okay.
so that I don't actually have to touch the box.
And yeah, so you go into the other dark room, grab the robe, come back, and yep, you use the robe to grab the box. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay. And do
Well,
oh no,
just kind of put it in like a sack. Make like a little like
I'll make a little
sack.
satchel. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Little sling. Got it.
And then I guess put the whole thing in my backpack.
so at this point, I'm also I fashioned these two burlap sacks or whatever, burlap sack like things, and I'm attempting to just put as many of the books in there as I possibly can.
Okay. So all together with all 47 books and 2 tapestries at 77 pounds.
So
And that's split between the two.
split between the two of us.
We'll call that 30.
We're both gonna be in medium encumbered.
I don't
Okay.
think I will. 35, you said?
So 33.5 each.
All right. I'm also going to put the extra books in there as well, so an extra 3 pounds
Yeah,
on mine.
And then oral,
That puts me into moderate encumbrance.
that book actually also weighs about 9 pounds.
Then I'm in heavy encumbrance.
Okay, so it's -1 to both attack rolls and movement.
So, book, bag, and how much did you say it was in total? Like the half-size ones?
33.5.
All right, so 36.5 because of the other one.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take 3 off my encumbrance. God, I need to like mark it better. I can't find it. Okay. So,
I spreadsheeted this shit.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 33.3 plus 36.5. Alright, so I'm at 69.8, which puts me into moderate. Yep. So that is my current encumbrance with the bags. And I assume it's a simple case of if we drop the bags in combat, we can go back to being light encumbrance, right?
Certainly.
Okay, yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so that's 33, yep. 69.8. Okay, cool. Yep, so I stand up looking pretty impressed with myself, and
Are there any? Yeah. Sorry. No, go. You're good.
And I mentioned.